Are you looking for a faster video? Well, today it's a live stream, and I know you're probably looking for a really nice and tidy edited down video, but I have ways for you to make it faster. You can click that little gear on the YouTube settings right there on the video and adjust the playback speed, make me sound like a chipmunk, and it'll go a lot faster. You can also look and see if there's timestamps for this project in the description, and if you're on a desktop, you can hover over the time bar at the bottom of the screen and see if it's chunked up into chapters, and then that way you can go directly to the step you're looking for. And lastly, you can also tap on the screen on the right hand side of the video picture or on the left hand side to make the video jump ahead, forward or backward if you're on a mobile device. And you can adjust that amount in your settings so you can have complete control over how much it jumps. So if you are on a desktop, you can use the fast forward or the rewind, and that will make it go faster as well. You can also enable subtitles, and the little CC on the screen will enable closed captioning. That way, if I am a little bit harder to understand with that double playback speed, the subtitles might help you out. All right, well, I know that it's not a nice little edited video, but if you sew with me, we'll get there together and it'll be lots of fun. And now for the live stream. Happy sewing! Hello. Hello, hello. How are you all? Hi, Shem. Hey, Margaret, Hannah, Aisha, Terry, Amy, Danny, Eliza. Nice to see you all. Okay, so I cut the lining out for all the gift bags. So we are now ready to sew bags. Sorry, I wasn't sewing bags yesterday, but that was still just the prep. You know, every project takes, it's like 80% prep and cleanup. I always say this. And 20% is the sewing, right? It's starting to rain there. We have the fog here. I can't even see the library, which is next door to me. It's so foggy. But nothing like what you guys are going to get. Hey, Sue. Hey, Sydney. Hello, hello. Okay, so I got my bin here. I was going to read the directions really quick so I know what I'm doing. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty simple. And even if I don't follow the directions perfectly, I think that, how long is the ribbon? How long is the ribbon? That's what I want to know. Because I think I'll add the ribbon 1.5 yards. Well, it probably depends, right? So, yeah, right, Terry? We just want to do the fun stuff. Just the fun stuff. A lot of you know this, but I posted this poll, or like wasn't like an official poll because I needed the question to be long enough that I couldn't use the poll feature in the guild. But I just wanted to know, like, for people, like, what is the most frustrating or time-consuming or least favorite part? It didn't have to be like all three of those things. I just want to know, like, what's the most unpleasant aspect of when you're sewing a project together. And the responses were so consistent. I was really surprised. And a few of you have told me, like, I really don't like the cutting part. I don't like the cutting part. And I had a really good talk with Amy Sheridan about that recently. She gave me a lot of really great ideas for what aspects of that are frustrating. And I can't wait. Like, I'm going to focus skill building sessions on things like that. I feel like I can't make anyone a better sewer, right? There's just like weird things that set you up for success, you know, and things that are so subtle. So it'll be interesting to explore that. A few inches of snow, crazy. Oh my God, crazy. I can't even imagine what that feels like. Like, it's totally beyond me what that feels like. And I've been to Iceland and Alaska. All right, let's see. Here's all my thing. I think I want to sew one of these through. So let's see here. Let's grab these right here, these two. We're going to sew one all the way through and get our method down. This is the thing, is like, this is the perfect number to perfect the process. So by the time I'm done with all these, I'll have figured it out, and then I won't be sewing any for a while. You know what I mean? So, oh, thanks, Terry. All right, so we have our lining. We have our casing. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna hem this casing. Oh, I want to change my thread. I finished my dad's shirt this morning. It turned out really nice, and all of you shirt makers out there, or makers of menswear, let me just tell you that I planned on doing flat felled seams on his shirt, and I ended up using the Jensen, which doesn't have the seam allowance for that, and I forgot to add to it, you know. So I ended up doing it anyway, and I just offset the seams almost like I was sewing the Fairfield. However, I made one critical mistake, and that was I sewed the side seams of my shirt together, and I sewed my shirt sleeve together because I wanted to do the cuff, like I wanted the shirts be completely done. Why won't you go in there? Stop that. Why are you acting like that? It's weird, my machine, it's on, right? Yeah, okay. But, so I'm here to tell you, just don't ever do that. Just trust me, it's so much harder to put in your sleeves with a flat felled seam if the underarm and the side seam are already sewn. Like, we know this, right? We've talked about it. We literally just had a 6-week sew along in the guild. I had a whole video about why you don't do that, and then I did it. And, oof. It was a lot of work. Give me 72 where Amy is. Oh, that's awesome, Shim. I'm glad. I think, like, what I mean by that is, like, I've been asked so many times, how did you get better? And my response is so unsatisfying. I feel like it comes off as being rude, and I don't want it to be that way, but it was just literally that I stopped taking no for an answer for my machine. And I just remember that turning point really distinctly. So your high tomorrow is -1. Oh my gosh. If I had enough room for all of you, you'd be welcome. I literally have a small house. Oops. You know, I'm thinking about, I'll leave that needle in. I feel like when I was sewing those pants yesterday that I touched the brass zipper in one spot. Like I didn't, nothing broke, the needle, it just felt like, I felt like maybe that happened, but I don't know. So, yeah. I really like Jensen for my husband to go back. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You had collar stays. Yeah, my husband finally said he can tell the difference between the two. And basically, when I compared the Jensen to the Fairfield, the sleeve is bigger on the Jensen and the armhole is bigger. And it's that's really the clear difference. Hi, Ray. In the shed. What shed? We have a shop and we have a garage. I guess you could maybe do that. I don't know about that. All right, so here's my little casing, which is very small for this bag in particular. Look at that, how tiny this casing is. I don't know, you guys. This casing might be too small. I made this bag a little bigger. Let's pick a smaller bag. Let's pick a smaller bag. Let's see. This one's also kind of big. I think this one is closer to the size. Watch me need all new casings. Oh, this is the one I have the side seam already sewn on. That's fine. All right, so we're gonna put the casing. Okay, so a time-saving thing would be to mark the center of all your tops and the center of your casings. Worth it just to do it right off the bat. That way you're not doing it on the fly like I am right now. And then we're gonna put these right sides together. You could even hem all these and then iron them shut like this, like folded wrong sides together. I'm gonna tack these on here. We're gonna lengthen the stitch to make it go faster too. The shed, well, he does really like the shop, and he's been hanging out a lot in there lately because Michael's been doing a lot of woodworking. And it's definitely one of the crudest buildings on the on the property. It's still fairly sound. It looks like a Parks and Recreation building from the outside, but there's a tree they thought would probably be cool if it was growing through the roof, and now is a liability. So it's got that kind of fun aspect. And then we have a garage, but someone thought it would be really smart to score the concrete to prevent it from cracking, which just made all those cracks of concrete kind of be on level. And then there's a beautifully finished little tiny storage unit attached behind the garage. It's fully hidden. It's cold in there. We have a cottage, but it's small. And that's where our daughter sleeps, so when she's here. Yeah, exactly. Bring your own post, hold it up. Better just camp with tents, it'd be better. Except for all the critters. Although the critter population's been kind of, like I haven't been noticing them as much lately. And I think honestly that's just because I knew I was gonna run out of bobbin. I think it's just because I don't have all the doors and windows open all the time right now. So I'm not hearing them. I heard a fox the other night and I was like, oh, they are kind of hanging out in the area. Dang, you guys are like, it's like it's the first day of winter yesterday or something. Oh man, just in case like you lose heat. Oh, you have snow. Oh wow, really, Sydney? Okay, we're gonna do the lining together too. This lining is gonna be really annoying to use. And I'm gonna leave a kind of a big hole on the side. I didn't notch all my corners. That's annoying. I'm already rethinking this. I will admit, if I had come up with a gift bag pattern, it wouldn't have been as nice as this one. Like I would have done something a lot simpler. She's in Georgia. Okay. We're gonna do our corners. Let's see. I should have went through and marked all my corners. I'll just use this as a guide. Right, Jan? How's it going, Jan? Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to use their pattern because, you know, they never release a pattern. I've never seen them release a pattern, so I thought, oh, this would be kind of fun to promote them, you know. So I'm just lining up those notches, and then I go straight across, and then boop, gone. Now we have a box corner. Isn't that always the struggle, Shim? Like, I've never been in a house that was perfectly evenly warm or cool all the way throughout. We're all going to Amy. Oh, wait, who has the airbed in the patio? Is that Amy? Yeah, here we go. We're going to Amy's. She's like 70 degrees there. Hey, Libby, how's it going? Georgia, state of emergency already declared. Highway shutting tonight. If we lose power, I have no heat. Oh. I love that I have a generator and I'm sitting here in short sleeves. Sorry. Okay, let's do these corners as well. This one I actually notched it through the fold. Kind of dumb. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I think I said like in one of the videos, like there's no shortage of, that was really bad, of bag patterns out there. Oh my gosh, what did I do just now? The first one's always the worst. And I know I'm not doing like super nice bag making. I know that. I'm fine with that. I hope it doesn't bug some of you. I am, you know, I have other videos for that. $10, that's nothing. I mean, not to like change that. Like that's my upstairs and downstairs. For sure. Oh, you don't? Oh, that's good, Terry. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to sew it from this side. And then let's do this one over here. That notch isn't going to line up because of the way I did it, actually. Because there's a seam on the bottom of the bag. Okay. I'm going to do this one again. All right. I am just a little itchy because I had to cut that fleece stuff again. So let's put this right sides together like this. We'll just go around the top. Let's see if this casing, I'm kind of trying to get an idea, like, can the casing be, oh, why is my lining so much smaller? What? Why is my lining so much smaller? I literally cut it to fit. Eek. All right, well, we'll put a little pleat. This is like the worst sewing ever. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I'll do a little pleat here and a little pleat on the other side. Oh, she does, Kara, that's funny. All right, now let's pull the bag through. Shut the hole. Should have had to cut my hand in it. Where is it? Maybe I'll shut this one with the gray thread, but well, it's kind of deep in here. Maybe it won't be a big deal. But if it bugs me, I could just go and shut the hole of all of these later with a thread that matches nicer. Like I kind of want a funky factor with these, but I don't want them to be like bad, you know. Yeah, I asked my husband the other day, I was like, do you like marmalade? He's like, nope. Like, dang it. I do like marmalade, and I think I want to make some with our mandarins. I used to have a friend who did that. All right, so I'm going to go iron this. Look at this little tiny casing, though. I'm not sure about this casing idea. Let's pick a, I think this one could work. And we just need it to be like this long, right? Like that. And we need our loop turner. You can't find your pattern, Eliza? Is it in another, like, maybe it's like already in process somewhere? You feeling stressed? Oh, I'm sorry. That's me lately. But the fact that I got my dad's shirt done this morning, all I had left was to attach the sleeves when I came in. That made me feel good. Because it's like, once I get all these things sewn, I still have buttons and buttonholes, and that's always the sneaky thing, you know? But you know what I did realize? I want to put snaps on my brother's, and I forgot to order those, so that's kind of a bummer. I could probably order some from Waywack, though, and get them tomorrow, though, huh? That just seems so cruel to delivery people. Like, I need snaps by tomorrow. All right, let's iron this. I'm just going to iron this edge at the top here so that I can edge stitch it and define the top a little nicer. What I like about this bag is that, in a way, I think that it's so smart to have it drawstring shut, because I think that's one thing I don't like about when we use gift bags, you know. All right, so I'm going to pull this knot inside the casing like that as well. Oh, it won't matter, actually. It won't matter if I do that. So if it's open along the sides here, that's okay. Like, things aren't going to fall out of that. Right? Oh, gold star? Oh, okay. That's a good idea. So what do you think? This is probably too long of a tie, huh? Why does it show that I'm... Oh, never mind. It was just delayed. No, we want it to be like that because we want to be able to open the bag, right? Let's just edge stitch this. That's okay, Kira, thanks. I think I'm gonna just pony up for that snap kit that Waywack has because, or maybe I'll check out Gold Star too, because I use a lot of them now. All right. What do we think? First little bag. It kind of gets stuck on this knot. So I will say, like, this binding is really thin, and something thicker would probably struggle through this particular fabric as a casing. I mean, that works for me. Okay. One down. I don't know why I'm folding it. Yeah, it is, right? I'm gonna put them in my bin here. Finished bags. All right, that's our plan of attack here. I think I'm gonna need bigger casings though. So let's just pull out a few of these really big ones and get some, let's pull out our plan here. This one could use the original casing. This one too, okay. This one, maybe a little bigger. Dang, all these casings aren't gonna work, are they? This one could use the original, same with this and this, but not that. Okay. These are gonna need bigger casings, so we'll put those at the bottom. We'll see what we get through today. One down, 900 to go. Right? Yeah, so let's see. What do we want for this one here? Maybe the present one? Yeah, right, Danny? That's what I was thinking too. Instead of cutting some new ones. I think you're right. Because then I can use them too. Because I have lots. I'm not able to keep up with chat. I'm really sorry. So just tell me if I missed something I need to reply to, or just ask again. The plastic popper snaps, Jen? Yeah, I think I have, well, I don't have those, but I have like the ring and cap snap styles, but those aren't heavy duty enough for my brother's shirt because it's like a flannel, you know? All right. I think that I'm not going to, I'm just going to eyeball the center. No, we're not going to eyeball the center. We're just going to put the center. It's not a big deal. It's not hard. That way the casing lines up, you know. This, I think like that what kind of consoles me with the fact that I haven't wrapped anything yet is how fast this is going to make wrapping. Right? Like, it'll be nice and fast. Someone is out there. I told my husband to go to the candy store today, but now I'm kind of regretting having him go because I want to go. We do. What's funny, like, I mean, you guys know this town was just like totally devastated with a fire, right? And it's really interesting what we have here and what we don't, because we have, I think, I want to say 4 auto parts stores, 9 churches, a Taco Bell, 3 pizza places, 3 Mexican places, 3 grocery stores, 2 dollar stores for some reason, 2 drug stores. But we also have a really nice chocolate candy store. So, you know, priorities, right? Right? Oh, Kira, I am so down for that. I've really been enjoying snaps lately. It's so much faster than doing buttons and buttonholes. You don't have to mark the length. All you have to mark is, you know, it's like half the marking. I love it. Yeah. I can't believe that was such a rookie pattern drafter mistake that I marked the, No, I was right. Never mind. I don't know why that one was off on the other bag. Oh, that's awesome, Jan. That's my goal someday. That fabric designer I mention all the time on Spoonflower, Heidi Kinney, she has a gift bag panel that you can get. And one year, when I was a pro member, I bought that gift bag panel on the Perennial Grand Sateen, which is 108 inches wide. See, that's the way you maximize it. And that way I got so many bags in 1 yard. Like 1 yard of that stuff was tons. And some of the bags, they're all the same size. They're really cute too. It's like a Santa, a reindeer, a snowman. Santa, reindeer, snowman. I think maybe that's it. And if I wanted a bigger bag, I just put 3 of the gift bags. Like I just cut out 3 at once. So, woo, welcome back. Yeah, I put snaps on one of my husband's shirts and he was kind of like, I don't know. But I think it looks really sharp. Okay. Except that I didn't mark. See what prep can do if I hadn't missed this on the corners and the centers, it'd be faster. You could skip doing the box at the bottom too, this little thing right here, because you lose the height when you do. But, you know, it does make things sit nicer and the bag will flop less. Oh, this lining is annoying. Oh my gosh, I'm about to scream. There we go. This was one step right here. So all of my bags, I pre-cut the corners. So these were gone off the pattern. When I hired a factory to sew some of our things, they wanted that corner back. They wanted to do it at the machine. It was kind of interesting, like the things that you end up liking. Like it's kind of like, which evil do you prefer? You know? They just, I think, probably hated cutting out the corner, even though they were better than me at cutting. In fact, I had them cut my vinyl and stiffener, even on things they didn't sew. That was probably one of the smartest decisions I ever made, was have my factory cut out some of my stock things. Because vinyl and stiffener I used on everything. Didn't matter what fabric it went with. It was great. Oh, that's interesting, Shem. I could see that, but they've really, there's so many styles, you know. Let's see, does this match this time around? Yeah, okay. I think one of the benefits of this lining is that it will be easy to see something in the bag, you know? There's nothing like wrapping gifts the next year and finding a gift still in a bag because someone missed it. All right, we'll iron this and finish it later. Hey, Adriana, how's it going? Oh, that's awesome. What a score. Oh, yeah, that's a nice way to do that, Jan, because then you give the bag a little bit more, like, oomph down there. I mean, these are obviously not going to stand on their own, but that's a good idea. I like that idea. Oh, this lining. Cutting this out. Ooh. Not my favorite task. Oh, geez. Look at that. My needle just went through my finger. Don't worry, it didn't hurt or anything. I just heard it catch. I was too quick. Lucky Deluxe fabric. Oh, that's where you got it from? That's cool. I don't want to, if that bleeds, I don't want it to bleed on anything. I'm just going to eyeball this now. What I used to do with these when I had to do these and the corners weren't pre-cut is I just marked on my throat plate where it is. That's good. Yeah, secondhand craft store sounds amazing. Rachel has one of those too. I know, Sydney. That was a kind of random thing. I'm moving too quick. I'm sorry, you guys. It's fine. Look at totally fine. It's just the skin. I was just being too quick near the needle. Oh, look, I added this to the top. Isn't this bag cute? It's the knitting bag. I don't even know who I would give this to, but I might save this for someone who, if I have a knitter in my life, which, that I give gifts to? I don't know anymore. Okay. 62, nurse on staff. 62 inside, oof. The saga with my heating in my building, because you know, like in the summer it's really hot in here, is that someone came and pretty much to placate me. When I was just like, I haven't even complaining about this, I don't even know why you're here, but they closed all the vents in all the empty offices to direct more here. And I was like, that sounds like such a bad idea because in the winter it'll get really hot potentially. And I'm not hot in here, it's fine. But then they fixed the heater. Like the next week they like said they fixed the other heater. Now there's two in this whole office suite, and I don't know, it's been working really good. So I doubt the air is going to be affected the same way, but I'm hoping next summer it's a lot more tolerable in here. But yeah, exactly, Sydney. That stuff is like such expensive stuff to fix. We need let's see here. We don't want snowflakes again. What do we want? Oh, maybe the snowflake. They're just kind of drab. We don't have any. Oh, the sweaters. We'll do the sweaters. Not that anyone will be able to tell what they are. I forgot to make these though. Yeah, Amy's in SoCal too, Adriana. I was just laughing about this with Libby because we talk about how people don't realize how big California is all the time. So yeah, we can all be in the same state and every kind of weather thing could be happening at the exact same moment. Yeah, I won't be able to really see these sweaters, but that's okay, right? This is kind of boring today. Sorry, guys. Hopefully not. Maybe the last live stream of the year. If you're in the guild, we have a monthly pattern review show, like new release pattern review show, and Ask us a question. And that is next Friday. So that's a live stream I'll be doing if you're in the apprentice group or above. And then I have some Zooms, but I don't have any more public live streams planned. I have something pretty fun in the new year planned for you guys, though. I think will be, yeah, I don't really want to give it away, but I have this feeling that it actually is going to be really like fun. Like it's just going to be a really fun time, and everyone's going to like enjoy participating in it. But there's a few details getting ironed out. So I don't want to make any guarantees of when it is quite yet. Just in case. I don't want anyone to feel pressure. 13 of their countries could fit in California. Wow, that's definitely some perspective. I just feel bad. I had so many really kind people reaching out to me about the earthquake in California recently, because I used to live there. And I was a little bit flippant about it. I was like, oh yeah, like that's like 6 hours for me. I don't live there anymore. But honestly, like they're fine. They get 500 earthquakes a year. And I'm not exaggerating. If you look up today, because I looked it up for this year and they've had 508 this year. Like, so, but they have this thing called, it's called something like the triple Mendocino something plate. It's these 3 tectonic plates that all bump into each other in one spot. And so they get all these earthquakes. And then it ended up being a lot more serious than I realized. And I feel kind of bad that I was being a little bit flippant with people. I was like, they're fine. Oh, thanks, Eliza. Yeah, me too, Sydney. Well, I feel like that's a really dumb territorial thing, because geographically speaking, if you were to divide California in half, north and south, that is not where people call Northern California, right? So it's annoying. It's because people are like, we don't want to be considered Southern California. And it's like, come on, have pride in your state. You know? I'm actually going to shut this one. I'm going to shut the other one too. I'm going to get this completely done, and then we'll do the ironing for it. And I've lived all over California. Like I say, I'm California's biggest fan. Your projected high of 80. I mean, that is like so classic Christmas in LA, you know, with Santa in the, you know, longboard shorts, right? That is a very Christmas in LA thing. Thumbs up matter, like I always say, thumbs up matter to viewers. Merry Sweaty Christmas or for Santa, exactly. when you're doing these little closing things, the key with these is when you skip over, right here, you sew down the seam, you skip and you sew above and below, make sure it's very flat in between and that one side doesn't creep and get longer. Then these are really easy because you can just like push it together, hold it, and then edge stitch it, you know. And this fabric, you know, it's not like this fabric wants to fold, give me a crisp fold, so. But because they're the same length, they're gonna comply. Hey, Marlies. Oh, never apologize. You're fine. I mean, the thumbs up, it's like obviously I appreciate it, and it's interesting because it's the one thing I notice that I get, well, I don't really know what I was about to say, but thumbs up matter to viewers, right? Because like you and I both know when there was a dislike button, if you saw a video with 1,000 dislikes, you were kind of like, oh, that might be clickbait, right? Something we don't even really talk about anymore is that kind of content, you know, where it's erroneous. It could have 20,000 likes, but if it has 5,000 dislikes, you shouldn't watch it, right? Because it's probably a problematic video. However, now that dislikes can be disabled for a channel, which I did disable mine because I just don't think it's a very helpful thing in the case of my channel, because I'll get like a dislike and I'm pretty sure it's more of a, it's not a very constructive thing, you know? So, and just dislikes in general, you know, you're just like, I like it being positive. I don't want to see dislikes. You know, I think that's a natural reaction, right? If you saw a video of mine that had been there for 2 years and you only saw 20 likes on it, that's also a good gauge to go, maybe that's not the video for me, right? But if you saw a video and it had like 5,000 likes on it, you're probably like, oh, there's probably some good content here. So likes help a viewer determine if they want to watch it or not. Personally, I don't ever look at the likes of a video anymore. I know that sounds crazy, but I just don't. Like, it's just, I look at the content. So, hey BJ, how's it going? See, this fabric has all these weird little stains on it. See it? I'm going to put that at the bottom. So the thing that helps my channel is watching and commenting. Watching and commenting. Those are the two things. Engagement. That's what YouTube goes, oh, lots of people are watching this video and taking the time to put a comment under it. It must be something people want. So, oops, I forgot to do my opening on that side. Yeah, right? Right, Terry? Exactly. I look at the length of time too. I saw a rumor yesterday that they're getting rid of thumbnails, and I don't even see how that would be possible. But and now with autoplay, like in your feed, you can kind of go, do I want to keep watching? So. The interaction in the chat does not help my channel, I don't think. It's only comments on a uploaded, or like a video. Well, because technically it's the live stream, but then it turns into an uploaded video. So comments under a live stream would be more helpful than the comments during a live stream. But we all know no comments in a live stream, nobody wants that, right? We like it to be fun here. Yeah, it was a rumor, Sydney. It was interesting because I follow this guy who debunks YouTube stuff like that, and he works for YouTube. And he shared about that. And I was like, okay, good, because what would be there in its place? Ooh, it's snowy and cold there too, Heidi. Yeah. Reading is way north. It's the last big city before the border. It's the furthest, biggest city north. That's like an hour and a half from me. Ooh, Amy's like showing her Diego pride there. I like it. Yeah, I think that's normal, Kira, right? Me either. Yeah. Wait, did I put the... You guys, I forgot the casing. I don't have a very good production rhythm going here. We need to hem all the casings, put all the casings on the bags, sew the sides of all the bags, sew the corners of the bags, turn the bags, close the bags, then iron and do it. Eureka is only about 25,000 people. It's pretty small. Eureka is the biggest city of Humboldt County, but it's a pretty small city. The entire population of Humboldt County fits in the population of Chico, which is the city in the county I'm in. So, yeah. It's Humboldt County has the most... If you were to flatten Humboldt County, it has the most surface area of any county in California, I think, which is nothing I've ever checked, but that's what I've heard. And the fewest population, I think, too. One of the smallest populations by county. And also probably one of the most notorious counties, too. So. Okay, we have this one here. Yeah, Reading is huge. I have some thoughts on Reading. I'll have to share with you sometime in not a public video because I don't want to say some of the things with my closed captions and stuff. Nothing like risque, you guys, but there is something in Reading that is kind of like this open secret there that's not cool. And I don't want to say it out loud on my channel. That's so titillating, isn't it? Sorry. Begins with a C and rhymes with my gosh, what word rhymes with this? These are all words I've never heard of. It begins with a C and rhymes with the last part of insult. So yeah. A synonym. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't type it in chat, please, okay? In case you guys don't understand how some of those things work on YouTube. Kira, I'm literally trying not to say certain words in my channel. Oh, how do I remove that? I'm just going to remove that. No. Well, yeah, but I was trying to be careful, so yeah. So, yeah, just so you guys know, like, YouTube hears everything. And I will sometimes get notifications because we talk about body parts on our channel. And so I'm already like, you missed the critical part. Yeah, we were just talking about something in a big town north of me. Like, we cannot say well, I'm not even going to bring it up because I know one of you is going to type it or something. So anyway, never mind. They'll like put a warning on my channel if I talk about certain things, like, you know, this has not been recognized as a blah, 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 you know, stuff like that. So I'm too small potatoes to like be able to get things fixed. Full bust. Jan's like, let's just see what we can type. I don't have any words on my channel that are banned. Like I have everything's enabled on my channel, and that's because we talk about fitting, and I think it's really important. So. That was a lot of work to get this back on track, wasn't it? To put my little casing back on there, wasn't it? Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear that this needle, it needs to be replaced. So remember how I was telling you at the beginning that I thought maybe my needle, oh, this little hole got small. I thought maybe my needle touched the zipper. Right, Kara? Exactly. I think that it did. So we're going to replace the needle. All right. I think I need to make more bags out of more fun fabrics too. You know, like I have a few that are a little bit more, you know, calm. All right, where's that hole? It's like way here. I just shoved this in here and I realized I didn't shut the hole. This is just too far, too low. This one is a little tricky. All right. You taking off, Barbara? Okay. Have a good day. You have not heard of that. Yeah. It won't be hard to find it. I have some firsthand knowledge of that thing, too. All right, I got 2 bags here. Okay, we're gonna make our casings first. What do we got? This is just a solid red bag, and this is look at this little cat snowman. It's so cute. Look at this kitty. He made a snowman. These little paw prints. I love that. And the twigs as whiskers instead of arms. It's so cute. I love little details like that. All right, so this one could not be holiday-ish if we didn't want it to be. This one for sure is, and we can just put snowflakes with that. That works. But this one up here, maybe I'll put the bees with it so that it's not technically only a holiday bag. Hello, welcome in. How do I say your name? Pontinos? Yeah, it was, Jan. So we're making this is the little casing right here. Janice. I didn't realize I didn't say hi to you. All right, let's pull, well, let's sew these two. Thanks, Libby. You too. Oh, I was going to change my needle. Let's change the needle. All right. Let's feel it. Oh, yeah. I can totally feel a barb on there. Yeah. That's probably why it caught my finger, too. Hey, Leah. Hey, Sonia. Welcome back. I knew this was probably the problem. And I should have just trusted my instincts. But I had put in a new needle for that project. So I knew it wasn't like terribly old. I usually change my needle for a whole project. If it's a, like that pair of pants was, you know, that was an involved project. Or say like doing the flannel shirts because they're a little bit thick in areas. Anytime you're doing things where there's like lots of thicknesses and stuff, your needle's going to get pushed around a little bit. And so it gets a little bit less straight. Then it can catch on things and get barbed, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, I bet it is warm where they are. I made the Hepburn pants by Wardrobe by Me. They turned out amazing. They're from my daughter, so I haven't gotten to try them on for her yet. But I'm pretty happy with them. Although, you know, one thing that is a running theme for me right now is the fact that the back pockets in like, well, back pockets, just like in those Miriam trousers where I didn't think about the nap of the corduroy, this one too had a one-way print on it, this little owl. And I didn't think about that, and the owls are upside down in the pants. And so I literally just made those Miriam trousers, and that happened to me on those. So I'm kind of surprised it didn't occur to me. I'm not really that surprised, but, you know, a little disappointed that it didn't. Oh my gosh. I just put that inside out. Yeah, exactly. Sunday Building Place, yeah. I'll bet that Sunday Building Place knows about the other one, though, because they all do. Oh, San Miguel. Nice. Yeah, and the friend that kind of clued me in on it, her brother-in-law is a pastor or a preacher or reverend. I don't know the technical term. Janice, though. Yeah, you and me both, obviously. I know. I'm just not paying attention, you guys. I'm really sorry. I am burnt out. I will tell you straight up. It's been like, I'm not burnt out. I'm a little burnt out. I think for once I am a little bit burnt out. And like, I'm fine with it because it's like, that's what happens sometimes, you know, when you take on a lot. And it's been totally worth it. So I'm fine with it. But I can tell a little bit my brain is like, you know, like, what are we doing here? Yeah, the term depends on the place, exactly. And I am very unfamiliar. Okay, where's this one at? See, this is like I feel like I'm making all of your guys's assumptions about how it is to live stream and sew at the same time. I'm proving that sometimes it is hard. Oh gosh, are you serious, Amy? I don't have to do all that? Yeah, I needed to ask you guys sooner, like what I was supposed to do for Vlogmas. I straight up have like a Christmas tree full of stuff I've made behind me now, you know? Well, at least I don't have to turn the handles though. I don't want to make handles. I feel like in that way, this is kind of nice. The lining I feel like is a little bit extra, but I didn't have to finish the seam allowance inside, and I get to get rid of this lining, so I'm kind of fine with that. You know? I am making these look a little hard though. I have to have like a plan or something to do. There's no way I could just be like, well, hi, here we are. It's another day. Today I'm wearing this whatever. And like, I just don't know what else to do. Hey, Vestigia. All right, Adriana. Thanks for coming by. You're off to swim. Oh, I get it. You're taking them to a swim meet. I thought you were swimming for them, and I was like, huh, that is very nice of you. Oh, okay. Well, I liked, Rachel had the idea of like maybe sewing that holiday shirt. I think that's what if I do it next year, the jury is still out. I will probably do that for sure. So I think like, I was thinking about doing something like Vlogmas in May, but all tips. Totally lost, wait, I think I'm totally going to be lost stringing the ties. For, what does that mean, Janice? Oh, he said, yeah, it's funny. Only someone from Seattle would say that. That's hilarious. So yeah, let's talk about this bag pattern. Here's the thing, like, there are a lot of ways you can construct this bag pattern to make it a little less sewing, right? But the thing is, with this shape, and the bottom having a seam on it, you can use more scraps, right? And that was kind of partly my impetus, was use some scraps up. And if you have a bigger piece, it's harder to use your scraps. Why is there a little loop in my bobbin? Like, what? What the heck? Is that the end? That's annoying. I don't even know what to do about that, but I can't leave it sitting there like that. So we're probably gonna have some bobbin issues in a little bit. Vlog every day in April. Oh. Oh, Jill, thank you. That's nice to hear. And I'm glad you made it to a live stream, because this is kind of usually what I do, you know, is the live streaming. And Vlogmas was such a great experiment. I actually really enjoyed it. And considering I didn't plan any of it, in fact, I started a day late. That's why my days are always a day off from the date, which has been super confusing for me. I think it went really good for that reason. And like when I sat down to do the first one, I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like I didn't know what to do till like 10 minutes before I filmed it. And I did that candy bowl. because I was like, well, we got to have candy. This is a really great example or excuse to have a candy because I like candy, apparently. Way too much. So, yeah, it was fun. I really liked it. Putting the handles through the casing. Oh, I'm going to use my loop turner, Janice. I'll show you. Yeah, I would like, if you don't have a loop turner, you could probably make something. I'll show you in just a second how I do it. Vlogust, Vlogtober. Oh my gosh. These people are crazy. So what would we call it in May? Me made May, you know? I hate the word vlog, you guys. I'm not taking it as a suggestion, Aisha. You're fine. Yeah, exactly. It's almost as bad as Shacket. Oh, man. I'll show you. I'm about to do one. I'll do these 2 bags. Oh, I don't have my notch there. Letters to Santa. Okay, so I did record my last 2 Vlogmases because I really want to not have to come into my studio tomorrow or Saturday, and I feel like people will understand that I did in my head. But the Santa letter on Christmas Eve, I saved it for that one because it's like my ultimate big Santa wish. But I got a little ranty during it, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just ended 23 videos on Christmas Eve with a little bit of ranting. I mean, you guys have come to expect that from me probably, but I was a little disappointed in myself, and I was like, okay, I gotta go bye. You're so cold. I say overshirt, Terry. Overshirt is acceptable, you know? Okay, this, look, can we see the, let me sew around these. We need one for May. Okay, this is another question I have for you guys. All right, you know how there's podcasts, right? And then there's vlogs, which is like a video diary, right? A video blog. There's blogs. Is there a okay, Jill, have a good lunch. Is there a podcast version of a video? I feel like I know this. What is the term for that? Because it's not a vlogcast, because that would be about a blog, right? It's not a VOD, because that's video on demand, which is usually a past live stream. I mean, I know video podcasts exist, so what is it? What's it called? Is it just not have like a separate name and one of those others is what people use? Because they're cathartic. They are for me too. It feels good to be able to say it out into the world. It feels very selfish, though, I will say, because you're like, behold, it's like a captive audience. I feel like it's a little bit of a captive audience. Video podcast, it's a VCast. Oh. So video podcast is what people say, and VCast? Okay. So you guys don't think of there being a term either. Interesting. Or it's a YouTube channel. Yeah, but YouTube channel, your content can like vary, right? Because the way I'm thinking about this is that the video is not dependent upon the content. So you might record the video, but it's a podcast, right? And you could listen to it without seeing the video. It doesn't rely on the video for the content. Oof, that was a little close there. All right, one more. I know you guys are waiting to see this loop turner in action. Sorry, I'm not trying to. Okay, is this? My God, I can't tell the difference. I hope I did this right. You know? There we go. This is the... I didn't, did I? I didn't, did I? No, I didn't. Wait, this one looks like it matches on that side, but it doesn't match on this side. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. Phew. Oh my God, 18th state. Be revolutionary. I don't know about that. So you title it as episode number, blah, 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 and then find themselves recording the podcast. Interesting. A podcast on YouTube. Right, Janice? I know. There's so many pieces to this. It's really that the bag is the gift itself. It's not a gift bag. It's not a bag for a gift. This is the gift. I like that. That'd be so funny if that was actually the case. Okay, this is it. All right. Big Bang Theory videos, her podcast, you can listen, but also watch. And what does she call them? Does she just call it her podcast? I don't really have anything in mind, you guys. I'm just like, there's something I'm doing soon with someone else, and I was like, oh, this could actually be a good audio episode, you know? But I don't really know how to go about doing that. It just says video podcast. Interesting. Huh. Thanks for Googling for me. It's supposed to be Janice. It is, I promise. That's kind of why I want them to be funky, so that they're not like too nice. But yeah. I gave you guys the most complicated gift bag ever. Oh, why are you going out? Do you need more bananas? My sister made a post yesterday, and she's like, first day of winter, and it was 76 degrees where she is. They just moved there because her husband got stationed somewhere new, and it is definitely Southern California. I thought that was so funny. Especially considering one of those Vlogmases, I made her daughter a like a fleece-lined hood she'll probably never be able to wear. All right. One more seam, then I'm gonna turn it, and then I'll put the little loop in there. These this little hem doesn't show my back stitch in its best light. Of all the things I know how to do video-wise, which I am not an expert, but I've learned a lot, right? And I've gotten, like, it's really familiar with how to get around things or how to figure it out, or like I'm actually kind of blown away by some of the things I can do now that look like nothing to you guys, but like what it takes to actually, like just doing that reel, like for Instagram and like, or doing audio for it or whatever. I've learned so much, right? But you know what I don't know how to do? I don't know how to record audio that's only audio without video. Isn't that crazy? I have tried figuring it out a few times because it would be really nice to have an audio file that's not attached to a video file because it would be less space. Okay, Amy. Yeah, have a good holiday. Whatever you celebrate. Everything's within 3 miles. Okay. Ooh, Zaxby's. Oh, man, are they there? Like making the maker's bag. All right, here we go. But it's a nice little bag. Okay. Here's my... Whoa. Where's my loop turner? No, we didn't lose the loop turner. Did I not put it back? Well, shoot. We lost the loop. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here's my loop turner. It has a little circle here, and then right here, it has a hook. Do you see it? See the little hook there? Right? And so then I can put it through here. And let's see, what do we want? I kind of want the funky one, but the funky one is huge. Let's just cut. Oh, my ribbons are getting kind of tangled. There we go. Let's figure out how long we want this. I'm just going to make it as wide as the bag, like that. And so then I just hook it on here. It's helpful to hold the end too, so you have a little bit of, I put my finger through, so you have a little tension. And then you can hook it through the fabric or a stitch or something. This fabric is metallic, so it's kind of hard to hook. There we go. And then we'll just pull it through like this. I could probably just stick, it's still hooked on there, so I could just stick my loop turner through like this. It's kind of a nice little shortcut. Like that. I know Amy wanted to see that, but I didn't do that in time. And then I'm just gonna knot this. That's what I was wondering too, Sydney. Which doesn't make me very happy. Like I can actually disconnect the video from the audio in the video software. Hey Nathmi, welcome. So there we go. So this just needs to be ironed and edge stitched at the top. I'm really worried I'm going to forget to close one of these holes. I bet it could be like that for decades and no one would ever know, but rather not discover one. There we go. You could draw from both ends, Janice. You could absolutely draw from both ends. And see how you do that is go like, here I'm going to show you. That actually wouldn't do that. You have to have two draw cords to do that. So you would do one this way and then do the same thing going that way, and then you can pull on them and you'd have a draw cord going both ways. Hey Baker. Oh, well, this is kind of a funky bag. I'm just scrap busting, but welcome in. I'm really glad you're here. Hey Rachel. Yeah, that's exactly it, Rachel. I know. And it's like, that sounds like no, like I just, one more thing. Is the, no, oh, that's the best fabric. Look, it is snowflakes being cut apart with scissors. Isn't that the cutest? Heidi Kenny. I'm telling you. Such a fangirl. All right. Expecting hand stitch. Go away, Ray. We are just scrap busting a bunch of fabric, making gift bags that'll last a long time, using up fabric left and right. That's why they're lined. And we're using this pattern by Hearts just to give them a little bump since they give us so many projects to sew. Definitely not my typical project here, is it? I love that of all the Vlogmases, everyone's like, ooh, she sewed the Lisbon card again. We got to watch that. You're still like, all I want to see is garments, lady. I love that. I was like, awesome. I just love that they're still like, we would much rather see garments. All right. So yeah, today we're just like hanging out. Hopefully we're all sewing together. You're all making gift bags, right? Not this one though, huh? I made it look really complicated. I like it though. I think it, all in all, you get a really nice little bag. You get to use a lot of fabric. And I think it'll last a bit, you know. This one was a simple one I cut out. You missed some good things? I don't know. So yeah, and that's the little casing at the top. So it is nice that it shuts, right? This would be cute in here. Oh, this is my really long, crazy one. We ran this through my binding machine to get some fun ribbon, so to speak. This right here is its own, so let's pull this one out. Oh, this one actually was its own there. And so is this one's on its own. This is the little one that's Christmas holly. Cutting and marking a Harrison shirt, nice. This looks good with this. Oh, but this one has the flaw in the binding. Can I make this shorter? Oh, I could. Okay, good. Okay, good. You could even put this, actually maybe not. The problem with this kind of loop turner is that you can't use it to say pull elastic through a waistband. Because see, like even you can see it here, right? It's not gonna make it all the way through. I'm gonna make it because I can kind of bend the bag a little bit. But you need it to be a flat opening. Like it's great for, I just got stuck on something. It's great for spaghetti ties, handles, anything flat that you're sewing and turning right side out or guiding through. It's okay, Leah. I mean, it's not my favorite fabric to sew, and it is. It's like a polyester lining. You're doing the Marley Hood unicorn. I like it. I like it. The closet core poop. Oh, I just made 2 of those. Well, oh shoot, I just pulled that out. I just made a dog bed. That's one of the, that's the Vlogmas, I think, for Saturday. I just spoiled my surprise, but not that it's a big deal. Yeah, it's a pretty satisfying little project. I agree. This has a little flaw on the end there, but, oh wait, I don't like that. I'm gonna take that out. I'll just cut this off and now knot it. There's a lot of options with that Marley hood. There we go. These look good. They're more like sacks than bags. Okay, centers. Tops. Let's match the sweaters this time. And I think we have 15 bags here. My goal was 10. So we'll see. It's a little bit more satisfying to do them one at a time, you know, but not the most efficient. It's truly a... I was talking about that, I think with Kira in the comments section of one of the videos, how that I imprint on things like that, like a movie, video, whatever podcast I was listening to or person I was hanging out with, I always, they always pop up in my head when I do certain things. Fabric for sure, you know, just because that's such a big part of my life. A little scrap of fabric will definitely like bring a memory. I know, I hate gift, like it's so fast, you know. It's like this is it. You have to do this one time. You never have to wrap anything again. And my goal last year, like the beginning of this year actually, was to make one with every project I sewed, and I forgot. So now I have a bunch cut out. I could conceivably just throw one of those at the end of every project. Let's time the next one. What do you guys think? Let's time the next one I do. Yeah, because we use the other ones I made by Heidi Kenny. We use those. That perennial grand sateen is really weird, though, stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the perennial grand sateen. It's kind of this weird fabric. I couldn't do anything in it but these gift bags. Like, it's kind of like synthetic-y and spongy, and it's not spongy. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, right, I know, exactly. First things first, you gotta do your projects. Okay, making sure I'm doing the correct sides. So my machine doesn't mind sewing this, Leah. I mean, I would probably use a lighter weight thread if I was sewing this, like really sewing this and not just throwing this together with the fabric on my, or the thread in my machine. And obviously for this weird little project. I'd use a lighter weight thread. I'd use a smaller needle because I have a big needle in right now. And I would adjust it by that. As you can see that it's puckering, right? My light too bright for you guys? It was a little cozier earlier. Let's make it a little bit darker. That's nicer. They might be crooked. I am a fan of pre-cutting the boxed corner. The thing that would add to the sewing though is that you'd have to backstitch at the beginning and end of every scene. Hey Bonnie. So there's that. And I guess what I mean by that is when I go around the 3 sides right now, I have to pick up and stop sewing for an opening to turn it, right? But then after that, so there's 4 backstitches right now, the way I'm doing it. If you pre-cut your corners and remove that little bit so you don't have to do that part, you'd have 2, 4, 6, 8 back stitches. So it changes the sewing amount. Yeah, so it's just like I said earlier, like you got to pick the evil you like, you know? Oh, this hole's too small. I mean, it's big enough, but I like being able to put my hand in there, you know? I think it works. It's easier. Oh, and then let's do the, see, that's how I need to remember is while my hand is in there, when I pull my hand out, then go and shut it, then finish turning it right side out. And that'll save me a little bit of time. This fabric doesn't want to like fold on the end though, because it's kind of like wiggly. And now finish. And then this would need an iron and an edge stitch. Oh, and the tie. All right. That one's actually really cute. Look at how cute this is. This is really cute. Okay, so let's get everything ready for one. Oh, these are all big ones. Shoot, I wish I would have timed myself on one of the smaller ones. Let's see. This one right here is a small one. Let's do one of these plaids. Okay. Oh, yeah, the plaid with the houses on it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right, I think I have to make bigger casings at the top though, so I'm gonna piece those together first like Danny suggested. I think that was a really smart idea. I think I can just cut one of these in half. Or actually, that's enough. That's big enough. That's big enough. Okay, we have this. Let's take out our string. All right, where's the time? 12:39. All right, ready? Let's do it. Let's see how long it takes to do one. I won't be crazy rushing or anything. I'm just gonna do it at my usual pace. Ooh, I love some of the colors in this plaid. I just love it. Yeah, right, Terry? I mean, in this one, you don't need a serger at all. You get a nice finish. I like it when patterns don't require something like a serger because that's more inclusive. So if I had pre-marked the centers of these, that would have helped my time, right? I'm going to do this first because I hate doing the lining. There we go. Okay. Of course I'm timing it and I'm doing it out of order. You know, it's like, oh yeah, let's change things up. I don't know if that's the quicker way. Come on, Shem. You literally have to sew it twice and iron it and trim it. Definitely the nicer finish though. Okay, Sanya. Have a good one. Okay. Keep getting this weird little, like, if I cut this point off, that'll help. There we go. Put my tail towards the seam allowance. You know what's going to happen is there's going to be that one person that gets a gift in this bag and then just starts using the bag for things. I guess they can. Well, flat felling will definitely take longer. I think it's okay to favor a seam allowance and it not be the fastest thing. I definitely, French seaming is my favorite for a garment. I mean, flat fell would be ideal, but that's just not ideal for most garments, you know? French seaming is definitely the fastest, or the best, but I don't think it's the fastest for sure, because it's a multi-step process. But it doesn't mean that that's bad or that it's slow. Like, it still is pretty, like, once you're good at it, or you have a system in place, then yeah, like, it's totally great. A nice golf shoe. Yeah, this actually, the shape did remind me, the first one we made, of a shoebox. Oh, okay, Eliza, have a good holiday. Nice seeing you. Stay warm and non-frozen. All right, and then we have the seam at the top. Okay, Potinos. Thanks for coming. Oh, I'm glad. Sorry it's not the most satisfying project. Stop by again next year. We like to make garments around. I'll be making the Caroline pajamas next in January. That'll be fun. Is this lining really not going to fit? Oh, it's not going to fit. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to pleat the lining on this one. I'm going to do it behind the casing so you can't see it. Why is this lining? You saw me lay it on there when I started. Okay, and then we're going to pull it through the hole, and we're not going to let go of the hole. Oh, ooh, I just ripped it. Oh, that's my first one I ripped. Shoot. Darn. Where's the rip? Oh, there it is. I see it. We'll just tuck it in there. Make this side a little deeper. Okay, and then we'll stick this in here. I guess the pleat. All right, we're gonna put our tie-in. I usually like really if I don't care about the thing I'm poking on the loop turner, I just stab it through like that. And then, but if I do, then you have to be a little bit more artful, and I usually poke it through the seam. Like I'll stick the loop tuner in the tube, and then poke it through the seam allowance. Okay, let's go iron this one. So I'm almost 10 minutes in. That's quite a bit of time, I will admit. We'll get the casings first. Like that. And then maybe we can go like this. Pull it like this. You don't have to put the loop in when I'm doing it. I have to be honest, I'm doing it because I want to, because I can't wait to put the loop in. I'm excited. But I would wait till after you ironed it. It'll be easier. Are you trying to get Aisha's attention, Ray? Get rid of this thread. The camera isn't on the ironing mat? Oh, you're right. Has it been like that the whole time? I forgot. I couldn't get... All right, so that took me 11 minutes. Completely finished. Oh, sorry, you guys. I don't want handles. I think that's a great way. Webbing handles is a smart way to go. Webbing's very affordable. It's a little like techy, unless you have like a cotton. Oh, you're saying hi. Oh yeah, there's so many ways to do this, Kara. This isn't my pattern. This is not how I would design this pattern. I'm not saying it's wrong or bad or anything, but like I know firsthand that when it comes to making a pattern, you're thinking about a lot of things like, okay, do they want to be able to tear the fabric to cut it out or use a quilting ruler? So then you don't have to have a pattern piece. You're just using straight. You're thinking about, do they have a serger? Are they using small pieces of fabric? So it can't be this big gigantic thing. And you're also thinking about easy ways to describe it for a free pattern. I think this is great. Doing laundry again. Yeah, and like this is not my favorite casing. I actually have a really great way to do a casing that I came up with our things. And it just worked really great because you could use the fabric of the bag and you wouldn't have to thread your casing through, your ribbon through. So I did it on the double, the zip double. This is cute though. So I don't know, 11 minutes to sew that. It's, or eyelets, yeah. Eyelets are another thing, but you say eyelets and people are like, nope. You know what I mean? Like they're like, no, I'm not going to sew eyelets. Okay, we need to do this one because it's fun, right? We'll do those two. Oh, but I love this little house print one. Oh, and this one. Okay. It's already one. Ooh. I'm going to do this one and one of these, and then we'll call it. This was Libby's favorite, I think. Okay. Yeah, the casing all the way around. Yeah, I think like that would be probably the fastest and easiest to sew. It would make your pattern piece bigger, but putting your ribbon through would be a little bit harder. If you guys have to do a lot of things like this where you're, it's like a ribbon type of thing, what I would do is fold the casing over the ribbon and sew it while you go. Whoops. Because it's just faster and you'll get better at not accidentally catching it in the casing. But that is the way to go. That is absolutely hands down the best way. Oh, hers has interfacing and stabilizer. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, there's like a billion bag ideas out there, right? And yeah, once you get into things like that, then it's like, that's a whole other expense too. One more layer of expense. Yeah, exactly. We talked about doing that too, Sydney. And then you need double the ribbon. But I love those. I love it when they go whoop, like that. That's so satisfying. I agree. I think and that would be a nice touch, honestly. You know? I'll definitely have to check out that bag maker cure because I haven't heard of that one. Someone else turned me on to, what was that one the other day? It was something to do with a dog. Like, dog under my desk or something like that. What was it called? It was a lot of words together. But I looked at their patterns and they looked cute. Fun to sew. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I really thought about this having a cinch top, and when I realized that, I was like, huh, do I really want that? But I actually do see kind of the logic with that because then it's secure under the tree, and you could even, yeah, exactly, Shem. I knew who it was, but I couldn't remember the name of that company. She showed us in the Zoom. Because you could actually also, like once it's cinched, right? You could wrap it around the top of the bag like this and then pull it through. You know, something, make it a little secure, especially if you're always moving things under the tree, or you're transporting your presents, or maybe they're being mailed or something. Then that way you know that things won't fall out and people won't peek. There's that too. Yeah, I just couldn't remember the name of that pattern company. Was it like Dog Under My Desk or something like that? Or was that the name of the pattern? Okay, Terry, stay warm and safe and bake all the things. Ginger and cream cheese. Oof, I don't know what you're making, but I want it. Like, it's practically my love language. I think I'm going to make a chocolate pie for Christmas. It was Dog Under My Desk. Hey, Yolanda. That is the name of it? Really? You still have the tab open? I can't believe I got that right, because that didn't sound right to me. I knew it was a sentence. All right. I forgot the casing. Wow, Kira. All right, so what do we do if we forget the casing? We go like this. This is what we'll do. We will poke a hole in the side here. And we're going to clip the seam allowance. I know how to fix anything, you guys, because I have made that mistake. All right. And now we're going to go iron it, and I'll fix the iron. I forgot that I had gotten it higgledy-piggledy, and that was because I was plugging my microphone in, and it, yeah, I bonked the camera, I remember. You know, now I want that little sugar plum cream cheese thingy at Starbucks. And they won't have it. They will not have it, even if I order it. And it's in there when I order. Okay. Okay. If you forget your casing. But watch, this one will be so hard to get my ribbon in there, you know. Okay, Sydney. Yes, you too. to get these threads to the inside. And we'll push them down and we'll tighten them up. Like that. That. Oh, I didn't get this clip in the right spot. That's what's going on there. You got to get the clip where it needs to open. Like that. That's a gigantic casing. I really didn't need one that big. But I made the hole really big. That sounds good. Huge casing. Just gonna put the bag inside out so I don't accidentally sew it on the other side. It would be better if I put another hole on this side. I wonder if I could do that after the fact. Maybe. We'll see. Let's try it. Really huge hole. We'll take out this one too, because then it'll be easier to get our ribbon in there. We'll clip this side and this side. Fold it back. No one will ever know. I forgot. Let's see if we can get our casing in there. Let's try this one here. Hey, Anna. There's a newish coffee shop across the street from me here that's actually really good and has so far been better than Starbucks. And they had, they have this like turkey gobbler sandwich, which I'm really into. So now I can use my loop turner because there's a place to go in and out right here. But last time I ordered from Starbucks, oh, dang it, they had the sugar plum Danish. And it wasn't, I ordered it and everything got there and they were like, we're sorry, we don't actually have it. And so they gave me a little gift card. And I have yet to go back. It's always this metallic fabric, man. This was always a pain for us with the binding machine too. All right, and now we'll do this side. I bought some peppermint syrup recently. And it's actually not as pepperminty as I thought it was going to be. I've been kind of disappointed. This is such a pain in the butt. Don't forget your casing. Not that this would have like prevented this step, but you know. So we'll do the cinch style on this bag. Put another one on the other side. The This one's shorter, I think. Yeah, perfect. That's a perfect length. Okay, so now this, and then we'll go the other way. The first time I ever saw this, it was like magic to me. You know, like I just remember my mom making my homecoming dress. She really, I was very, very big busted in high school. I've had a reduction surgery, and all I wanted was to wear a strapless dress, but it just wasn't really, like there wasn't a dress that would fit me. And, oh wait, I need to go. Yeah, you need to go. Okay, yeah. And, oh, gosh. Oh no, did I just lose it? No, please tell me I didn't lose it. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. That's so annoying. I'm feeling a little bah humbuggy. So she was determined to make me a dress that would actually stay up, I would feel comfortable in, that was strapless, and so she did, and it was awesome. And then she made me a little like see-through shawl capelet thing I could wear over if I wanted, you know. And but then she also made me like a little matching bag for whatever I was supposed to put in there. I probably didn't have anything because I wasn't much of a makeup wearer or anything like that. It's this one, okay, making sure. But the little bag, I remember you pulled on each end and then it magically cinched shut. And I was just like, what is this magic? You know, it was like really cool. It meant a lot to me when she made that for me, that whole thing. All right. So we'll knot this side and see what you can do with these when you do it the cinch style like this too, is we'll knot this side, right? And then we'll knot this side. We can make this look nice by pulling the knot to the other end. And then you'll only see the nice smooth loop. Yeah, right, Shim? I even ordered a peppermint something or other from somewhere. And I was like, oh, I think I got someone else's drink, which made me mad because I was like, oh, first of all, now you're going to have to remake their drink. You're going to have to remake my drink, and I need to get back to work. And they were like, no, it's there. And they were like, is it not strong enough? I was like, no. And they had to add more peppermint to it. So maybe it's just how it is nowadays. I don't know. Okay, we'll put, wait, oh my gosh. Oh, you can't pull it to the other side. You could just put it in the middle if you want. Well, a nicer thing to do would actually just to sew these in a circle so they're flat and overlapping like this and you don't have this big knot, you know what I mean? We'll just leave the knots. That's where you put your cab fare. Well, I was in high school. So I was kind of stuck with the date. All right. Is this the one with the knot? Yeah, okay. The knot's essential so you don't lose it in there. There we go. All right. Boop. That is very cute. And see, when you do a draw cord like this, if you leave a little fabric above the draw cord, you get this nice little ruffle effect at the top. Whereas if you put the draw cord right at the top, it looks like this, right? So that's the difference. So just give yourself a little tiny bit. It's nice also on pajama bottoms, like elastic, so cat fur for sure. Y'all forgetting that there were no cell phones. I would have had to have change to put into a payphone to call a cab and know what phone number that was, because the phone book would not have been there. And would they let you just leave the dance then? They would just let you leave the dance because kids took a smoke break out back. Oh my gosh. You think all the others should be made that way? Are you finishing them, Janice? It is cute though, huh? Boop. And if you sewed this in here at the same time you're making the casing, then you wouldn't have to do that step of threading it through. I could try and do one like that. Let's see what I would do different. I'll do one more, and then I'm heading out because I got to finish something. I got stuff. I have to like do a mountain of buttonholes too. This little house print, so cute. The happy accident. I don't know about happy. Oh, I already started this wrong. All right, so we want our casing. We're gonna do it like right here. So we need to leave a hole. This is how you would set this up so that you don't have to do what I just did. If I had time, I would show you a better way to do a casing right here, because I think that this is actually, it's just very, this is very unsophisticated, and I don't mean that in like a, like it needs to be sophisticated. I just mean like there is a nicer way to do casings, and a lot of people don't know how, so they just do the same old thing, right? And so we don't see other options. So, whoops. I did not mean to cut that off. All right, so let's make this about the same spot, or so right there, right there. All right. And now we're gonna clip this one too. Oh, I knew I was gonna run out of bobbin. I heard it. I didn't wind a bobbin. Oh my gosh. That makes me a little ticked off. Okay. I am really getting low because I've been using up fabric. Or thread. I keep calling this fabric. That's hilarious. We'll wind this one. I like having always 2 gray bobbins. Why am I doing that? I'm telling you guys, I'm a little oversewn. I'll straighten this out right there, go to there, pick this back up. We want this right here. Okay, I already clipped this side, right? No, there we go. All right, now open this up, peel it back. Jeez, okay. And then sew that open. It'll be a lot easier to deal with when you do your, if you don't do what I'm about to do next, which is like I'm going to sew the ribbon in there. So I'm just sewing around this hole like this, and so that the little folded back pieces don't cover up the hole, and then like you'd have this little piece can like flip out through the hole. So you don't want that to happen. So you sew it down. Like this. All right. All right, and now do our lining together. Why do these all look like squares? But how I check is the top. Okay, so this is the top. That's great. This lining will be too tall. It's thin enough that I could probably just leave it in there. I'm kind of surprised that at one point there was like 44 people here. I know people are really busy right now. I should have put some holiday music on, but I didn't want to deal with figuring out. Like I actually did contact someone. They're like, yeah, you can use our music, copyright free. I just never trust anybody. All right, do our corners. That bobbin's already wound. Okay, now let's do these corners. I wonder what happened to that guy I went on that homecoming date with. He was like a year or two older than me. He was on the tennis team. Man, he looked like he was from the 80s too, his hairstyle. I bet his family laughs about those pictures now. I had braces too. I think about that picture. So I actually didn't need to leave a hole on this. All right, so let's put this hole, let's close this hole. We don't have to do the hole pulling it through a opening. Okay. So we're going to fold this down like that and then turn it over, right? So we're going to fold this down about right here so we can cut that much off of our lining. Let's cut that off. We'll do it like this. We're gonna line up this top edge, fold it, fold it, fold it. Where's that little clip I just made? There it is right there. Okay. I would probably use a rotary knife. Or like a ruler, do like a nice parallel cut. Trim off this amount. I'm having trouble getting that lining up. Oof, rough cut. Put in your back stitch again. Otherwise, that's a nightmare waiting to happen. And turn this one right side. Actually, no, we'll just turn this one right side out. Oh yeah, no, I actually do want to do that because I'm trying to get it to where it can be inside the bag. Here we go. All right, and oh, we could actually make this even shorter because we don't have a hole. Well, that's okay, we don't need a hole. Could I get, yeah, I think I could. This is a little fussy. Like, I want this lining tacked along the top just so it stays there. But we'll just use some pins. I think my pin cushion's way over here because I was pinning buttons and buttonholes. I could also iron, well, that'll just iron the fold. Yeah, I don't think my idea of being able to hold the ribbon in there at the same time I'm sewing it, just because it's lined, you know, like the lining's going to be too fussy to keep track of in here. Right now I'm just like wondering if this is gonna work. We'll see. It'd be nice if you didn't have to thread your ribbons in that hole, you know. Sometimes you just gotta trade one thing for another though. And we're doing this on the fly. I didn't design the bag to do this. This isn't how I would design this. Yeah, I can already tell. But we're making do if you have that happy accident again, or you want to make it happen, right? All right, which one do I want to use? I'm going to use the crazy one. Crazy one, which is like legit crazy. Oh, and we did holes on either side. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to thread it. I don't really feel like trying to figure that out. My patience aren't as good as usual. And I don't really feel like I have to figure it out, like, you know. But we will clean this, finish this here. Like this. Oh gosh, I have my pins in there. I meant to put them on the outside. All right, let's get this laying flat. This house print's so cute. There is a way that you could do it so you didn't have to thread it, but right now I don't feel like doing it. Just to be honest. I really want to get my last Christmas gift sewn. I haven't even started. It's a Sherpa lined overshirt for my brother. Got it all cut out though. It's ready to go, sitting right behind me. I sewed my dad's shirt so fast yesterday. I was kind of surprised how fast it was. But then I did that whole mistake of I had to flat fell the seams. I just set a sleeve in with flat felled seams. Oh, my favorite. All right, so now here, and if we want that little ruffle at the top, Just edge stitch a little bit. 1/4 inch is enough, or even less. Even if you edge stitch, it'll look cute. Defining that top edge makes a big difference on how the drawstring looks. And it's clearly easy to do. Plus you get a nice like flat finish there. Why is it so dark? It must be dark, getting dark out there. I mean, it is so foggy, you guys. I don't even know if I can show you. Let's see. Can you see how foggy it is? It's nuts. When I was recording that video yesterday, all these deer went walking by, and I could see them like right there. And I don't talk in that video when I do that one, and so it was really hard for me not to say, there's a bunch of deer walking by. It was kind of funny. All right, but the good thing is I can still use my loop turner because I gave myself a hole at each end of this casing, and I turned back this edge, so it makes it easier to, find and poke through. Oh, except that and I'm on top of the, well, that's okay. Yeah, I'm on top of the lining too. There we go. Yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah, it was very, very foggy when I came up today. Do this side. This is a big bag. I'm so glad I made these different sizes. Why does it feel like I'm under the line? It keeps feeling like I'm under the lining, which is actually physically impossible. Oh, I think I'm just pushing on the lining. Right? Yeah. What? Oh, I must have poked through the lining. Oh, weird. Stuff's easy to poke through, I guess. What the heck? I don't really know. It's like physically impossible for you to be under the lining, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not physically impossible. Oh, I see what's happening. I need to sneak off the top. Okay. The lining's probably caught in that edge a little bit. So I'm going to peel this back a little bit and then snip into the lining there. Because I think what's happening is that the lining is, my loop turner is going over it. Like above, like along this edge and sneaking around and going like that. Things you just never know that you had to account for until you have them happen to you, you know? All right. Here we go, there's one. We'll do one more because it'll be cute. I love this fabric right here. It's really cute. Not you. Isn't it funny that you just cannot find the end of something sometimes? It's right in front of you. Like this is the whole thing, so the end's gotta be there. So it's really cute right now. My daughter is working at a place and they serve drinks and food and stuff, like it's a little drive-through place. And the owners, like she said something about that she likes to make scones, and they were like, you know, this is a rated kitchen. You can actually bake things if you want to get all the ingredients. You know, we'll buy all the ingredients. You can make the scones. And it's a brand new little place, and her scones have been selling out in like 10 minutes. So she's super like into it right now. And some of the scones she's been making are like cheddar with gravy. Like, are you gonna make some for me? I would really like cheddar scones with gravy. That sounds pretty good. All right, and then where's my other long side? This is it, right here. It's so hard to find savory snacks. I was like, you know, there's probably parents that are like, oh, I gotta pick up my kid from soccer practice, and that's actually a decent snack, you know? I'm live, Nancy. Everyone's just super quiet. Here we go. So here we go. Here's our drawstring version. But thank you, Nancy. This is my last one today. Making just gift bags to wrap gifts in. All right. Whoop. There we go. Are you happy, Janice? Okay, so we have 1, 2. Okay, this one has a tie, but I finished the, okay, yep, 3. I gotta keep track of the ones I didn't actually finish. Like this one here. This one needs the hole is sewn. It just needs to be ironed and get the edge stitch in the casing. This one's finished. Okay. We're going to keep a pile of finished and non-finished. Oh, this one's finished too. Oh my goodness, we did good. Okay. This one needs the edge. Nope, just the, okay, same with this one here. It just needs ironing and the ribbon. Ironing and ribbon. We've been really good about closing the hole. Ironing and ribbon. And then this was our very first test one. Okay. Oh, I feel very happy with our progress today. Or my progress. So. Oh, that sounds good, Anna. Oh, I'm so glad, Heidi. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Just kind of chill and sew. Yeah, she is, Kira. She's been baking since she was little, like very, very, very little, because that was what I kind of dove into after I had her, and I couldn't sew and work as much. So that was kind of my creative outlet, was baking. Oh my goodness, Nancy, nice. Yeah, that's my plan too, Nancy, to make more. Just been wrapping. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Rachel. Let's see. Look at my knitting one, Rachel. Isn't it cute? Yeah, but like there's this really funny story we have where like she got obsessed with whipped cream, you know, because we always made whipped cream. And if I had made some baked thing, we would wait for her to go to bed and then we'd have it. So whoever was putting her to bed, like say my husband was putting her to bed, I'd start making, like putting the dessert together. And she'd hear the whipped cream, the blender, the hand mixer, and run out from getting put to bed and be like, whipped cream? Ma, whipped cream? You know? And then one time we were sitting there making something together and I had the hand mixer out. I don't think I had my KitchenAid at the time. Well, anyway, she was standing there. My kid never wore clothes at all, but she's always had an apron. So her very first one, it's like this big. It's so little because she was less than 2 years old. It's a blueberry fabric. And in fact, no, it's not on this. It's on that pin cushion. No, I don't know where that pin cushion is. But anyway, she was standing there on the step stool, naked, but with her apron on. And she was really looking inside the bowl, like leaning over, looking inside the bowl as I was doing stuff. And I was like, honey, don't get too close. And her hair got sucked up into the hand mixer. Because, it's got that little like fan on it, and it just sucked her, like, and she was attached to it, and I was like, oh man. She kind of remembers it, but I think she just remembers it because we've told her the story. So she's been baking a long time. So yeah. Okay, how many did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 done. Yay! 10 is a lot. Like, that's a lot under the tree right there. So, cool. Yeah. Nice, Sonia. Nice. Nice, Janice. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me on making my holiday bags. Next year, I'll have more. 10. If I had 10 more next year, it's 20 gift bags. I don't think I give 20 gifts or to 20 people. I need to make smaller ones. I have smaller ones, actually. We'll make some smaller ones next time. These are like a good size, though. So, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Ray. All right, I probably won't see you till next year live. I have 2 more Vlogmases coming out tomorrow and the next day. I'm pretty excited about what I made yet tomorrow. That was a suggestion from someone in the guild. And then I may try and do a wrap-up Vlogmas of all the things I've made because there's so many. It's kind of fun to look at it. So if you're in the guild, though, we're live next Friday with our Ask a Sewing question show and the newly released pattern reviews and some Zooms. So, and if you're interested in the guild, check it out, sewguild.com. It's a really lovely place. People are really awesome. It's free to join, and then there's paid tiers where you can learn stuff or be in Zooms with me and get all of your sewing questions answered, like probably better than you've ever seen before, because I literally will pull out the pattern pieces and sew it for you, look at your pattern pieces, mimic your pattern pieces, and help you through it or help you fit it or whatever. So I'm there. I do whatever in workshop, whatever you want. So anyway, thanks for coming today. Happy holidays if you celebrate. Happy New Year if I don't see you till next year. Thanks for coming. And thanks for everything this year. It's been an amazing year. And if you're not subscribed, think about it. I'm almost to 20,000. It'd be really cool to get there by the end of the year. So happy holidays, guys. Take care. Bye.